Let's get ready to
Ripple face!
What the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
Hiya, 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 na 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 na.
Ah, he vatored! He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Wait, yeah, where is our XP? I'm sorry, chat, but you don't get to level up. Apparently, I'm not special enough for that yet. Sorry, there's the class we've all been waiting for. All right,
solo
yes.
level.
Yay! Gooch is here, and Price of Reason will be here shortly now that I've remembered to... That was two lovely otters, you say. Price of Reason, you say. I'm sorry, I forget to send the invite. I'm the worst. I'm the absolute. But first, Angry Badger. How you doing, buddy?
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh.
Badger, like, you know when you wake up from a dream, but then you're still in a dream? Like, Badger's gonna wake up
Man.
he's gonna be in the back of like a wagon, he's gonna be looking around, and then the dragon attacks.
What is going on?
Badger,
Do you know there's a VR version of Skyrim? If I do that, I'll never come back.
I thought about getting it. Yes. All right, Badger. Great intro, Gooch. How you doing, buddy?
I love our chat because they know immediately what's happened. Immediately.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for having me back again, and lovely chat. And I'm Madscape. It's in the name. It is in the name. It's in the name.
It's not in the name.
And Lilo and Stitch is a good
Never
movie.
Oh no.
People.
Oh, wait. Fries, how are you doing, and what do you give Lilo and Stitch out of 10?
I didn't see Lilo and Stitch, so I can't even give it a score.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Okay.
Was it good?
They loved it.
Me and Gooch enjoyed it, but those who wanted it to be exactly like the original are having a tough time these days.
I haven't seen it either.
You know
It's
what?
nice to have nice things.
When they do the live action one, it is kind of annoying when they change stuff. And the case that I remember really annoyed me was Aladdin. Do you remember the end of Aladdin? Instead of him becoming like the new prince or whatever it is, the father comes up to the girl and says, "I don't want to be the sultan anymore. You should be the sultan." And then like Aladdin says, "I'll help you. Like I'll be your assistant when you're the sultan." And she's like, "Great." And that's how the movie ends. And that would never happen in that historical time period. Never in the world would that happen, that the Sultan would tell his daughter that she's the Sultan.
See, that's messaging. That is like, yeah, that's
Flying
messaging.
carpets, 100%. But and the tiger that understood everything they were saying. But all that other shit,
A female leader?
The Sultan would tell the daughter that she's the Sultan? Never in a million years.
And then Little Mermaid, they changed it to where like the prince doesn't save her and whatnot. And so it does seem like they like changing the endings, which at this point, stop it. But as far as ruining endings go, the Lilo and Stitch one, I still think was pretty okay. But I get wanting it to be the original. But holy crap, we're still allowed to enjoy other different things, guys. Please, let us enjoy something, please.
I can't wait to go see Karate Kid. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, yes.
That's going to be real.
Oh God, I know. Maybe you'll get a 6 out of 10. Price, you going to be seeing Karate Kid?
New York.
Yeah, I may go see it right after this stream.
Ooh,
that's where I'm going.
I have zero interest. Badger is even interested in that stuff, and you're not going to bother.
He's not even with us.
It's a solid stream. Well, I'm sorry that the white run doesn't have a Cinemark yet. I'm not going to see it.
Good. Okay.
Works
for me.
It honestly feels like a streaming movie. I haven't even finished the season finale of Cobra Kai, which is like,
good.
I heard right, but that's why I feel no rush. It was sort of like Sonic. Okay, I know something's good that won't frustrate me, and eventually I'll get to it. But It's
I really
apparently
enjoyed
connected
the-
to the movie.
Like
Sorry.
when do you think you'll get to it, Badger?
I don't know, about 120 hours, maybe 140.
I think Cobra Kai may have extended itself like a season more than it needed to before wrapping everything up. But you know what? It was still a satisfactory ending to this series.
Yes.
And then they decided to throw an extra movie on top, which is why I'm like, does anyone really? And then the clip we saw, Jackie Chan's acting was a little rough in what we saw.
in New York. I will see you in New York.
So, all right. But hey, I'm glad you guys are going to check it out. And then next week, I will be seeing Ballerina and Dan to Dan for all the weebs out there. And then
I might see Ballerina.
How to Train Your Dragon the week after. Yeah. Wait,
Might
Gooch,
do one of those evening screenings.
Gooch, you seen Ballerina, or are we going to make Badger see it? It sounds like we're making Badger see it.
I might go see it.
Chad Stahelski, Norman. They got a bunch of people I like in it, made by people I like, in a universe that I like, with an actress that I like. They delayed it a full fucking year, which might sound bad because it was supposed to come out with Madam Web, but they spent that whole year punching it up, adding action. I liked the scenes they've sent. They've released like 3 or 4 scenes.
I'm tired of Girl Boss. I'm just like, that's what I'm tired of. That's, I get it. I want to enjoy an action movie.
What if we get to see Girl Boss butt? Is that acceptable?
It's not even that. It's just, I think it's because it's just been like flooded with so much female heroes and whatever you want to call them, Mary Sue's and all that stuff. I just, because otherwise I wouldn't care. But
what if I told you we have some new photos from the Fantastic Four? So here's a new look at Reed Richards. Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm on the wrong tab.
No, that's the right tab.
Here is Reed Richards, and something about this smirk, man. Every time I looked at it, it was bugging me, and then eventually I was like, oh, it just reminds me of the Kevin James smirk. That's why. So that's why I shoved his head on.
No, he looks more like a woman. She's in the middle. She's the leader of the team. He's like the woman
100%.
behind the woman.
Oh, it looks like they're about the same.
No, she 100% is the leader, especially in one of those last trailers where she was the strong narrative voice saying what was going to happen, how they're going to, she's the lead. Pedro's a beta.
If he wasn't a beta, he'd be front and center. But they're not going to do that. They didn't put him front and center because he's a beta, and that's how it's going to be in the movie.
She's got the confident smirk. He's got the I actually wear dresses smirk.
You know what that smirk is? That is, I can say and do whatever I fucking please with no consequences.
Shadow Corn Boy.
And Disney's still gonna love
wear
me.
dresses.
Yeah. Like it just pisses me off.
What
Do you think the Marvel Legends will sell? Why does he look like Lalo or whatever that fucking dude from
Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
He looks like Tony Stark's dad. But God, that makes I hate.
Looks like
these
he's gonna go motocross.
That's
another one. He looks. Those are Travis Pastrana outfits right there. Like they look like motocross. I don't know what the hell they're doing with those outfits.
And any guesses for Rossi? Let's say a little hint. He's feeling a little extra randy today. It seems like it's a peach.
Erect rose.
No, it's what the erect rose is going into.
Oh no!
Appreciate you guys.
Hold on. Speaking of erect rose, no. Also, because you guys are geniuses, someone did it. They did the fucking thing. This is not the type of marketing you want, people. We should not just be making fun of it.
Do you think
I would argue that Tony Dalton. I like Tony Dalton more than Pedro Pascal, to be honest with you.
What is with the thing? He looks like a cheesy. Like he looks like a wounded cheesy. What? Like,
it ain't
what
easy
the
being
hell?
cheesy.
Yeah.
Cheetos. Sorry, don't sue me.
Cheeto. Yeah.
This
but
isn't
like,
helping.
How much do you think this is going to make realistically?
Well, here, let me pull up the next bit of marketing while we discuss how much this is going to make. So we got female surfer wear. Okay, you can kind of see it. Let me try to get it right. Yeah, about that size. Her lips just look like a big open, like mean face mouth. And if you actually zoom in on it, it's her she's got like black lipstick on or something like that. But when you just see it from afar, she looks like she's got like a clown like frown. She looks like a hobo clown or some shit. She looks so bad. I'm sorry.
You know what she looks like, Erwin?
Glory
she
hole?
looks like. She looks.
Sorry, I saw a woman on screen.
She looks like David Bowie.
Yeah, like God, she could pull it if this were like heavy metal, like 2025 or something. Like, yeah, this is great. Give her bigger boobs, obviously, but yeah, it works. But nah, I'm good. And then
looks like Ziggy's Stardust.
The Galactus like mouth and like nose still bothers me for some reason. The side pointy horns don't go up like above his head, which they probably should. Otherwise, they just kind of look like bull horns. Price, are we being crazy or are we on to something with this all looking like shit?
It doesn't look good. I haven't liked anything about this movie from the first second we saw any stills, any video, any marketing. There's nothing that's gotten me excited about this movie. And I've said it from day one, nothing here seems like it's an improvement, even on the Jessica Alba movies. I actually like that cast better. And they would have even done better by just making a third movie. Now that they own the rights, just make a third movie to that and make it like cooler than the other ones and better. That probably would have been fine for everybody.
Ian or however, he still looks in good shape. He's almost the same age as Pedro, and he looks better looking.
Right, and same with Jessica Alba. She's only a few years. Both of them are like three years older than their counterparts and look like 10 times better. So I would have chosen both of those guys. Michael Chiklis could do the voice if it's like a CGI situation, and I'm sure
he was great.
Right, I think he got the voice 100%.
How old is Pedro?
Pedro is like I think he's 50.
Is he?
I think he's 50, and the other guy is like 52 or 53. It's not like a 70-year difference. If they're not going,
I'm 53, and I feel like I look
Pedro's
better than
50.
those guys.
Oh, you look way better than Pedro.
Like, holy shit.
Do.
Yeah. I don't know, Cooch. Your neck's a little too long for my taste.
Chin's a little pointy, but
no, I'm just kidding. Honestly, your neck's a little too short, if you ask me. All right. Before we go on, Jay Frazier dropping 5. Hail Nerd Wars. Wait, I will have my props here in a moment. Asking on behalf of all mankind, but does anyone know if Sydney Sweeney comes with the bottle and would she join me in the bathtub? So, for those that don't know, Dr. Squatch, which if you guys haven't, Dr. Squatch is so overpriced. So for like Christmas or something like that, treat yourself as some Dr. Squatch because like we're dudes. Most of us, we don't care about things like smelling good. At best, we'll spritz ourselves twice with some curved, like,
I do.
Okay, yeah.
Metrosexual. He really cares.
Yeah. You like to groom and whatnot, whereas I just like buzz all of them. I'm probably here soon, probably maybe today, buzz all my hair off because it's just easier, right? So if you want to occasionally treat yourself to something overpriced, some soap. It's one of those things that men don't really think about. Having nice soaps that smell really pretty, really manly. It's one of those things you don't appreciate until you actually have it. And you're like, you know what? All these women trying to tell me I need to use like a sheet instead of just a fleece blanket. And then I finally tried. I'm like, oh, I'm not constantly burning up from the fleece because it keeps. Maybe these women are onto something. So, smelly good soaps. I fully support some Dr. Squatch. They do good marketing. Now they've had Sydney Sweeney and they had her as like the Sydney Sweeney genie, which I would let evil demon genie Sydney Sweeney. I will immediately use up those 3 wishes and she can have my soul. She's going to probably be part of the 3 wishes. Also, Price, I am not going to ignore that Asian slave child that just popped up on your screen. Oh, you guys Dr. Squatch? Which one? Oh, first of all, I assumed it was going to be Star Wars one.
I was trying to find my spaceship, which disappeared, and I actually found Vex Electronica, but I removed it. Oh, that was
Vex. Okay. Yes, random Asian girl was Vex. I should have known. All right, so, Badger, what's the one thing that Squatch soap is missing?
What grit is this?
I don't know.
Medium grit. All right.
Grit, yes.
I might try that. Medium grit. I like a high grit sometimes, but unfortunately, Fresh Falls only comes in 0 grit, which is goddamn depressing. Get on it.
I've had the really gritty kind, though. It was a little too much, if I'm being
honest.
No,
rip my skin off. Punish me.
Literally has like little chunks of things coming out of it.
Rip my skin off.
I've been bad.
They had her in commercials, which
in the fetal
genius.
position.
Give people what they want, and in one of them, she was in a bathtub. So I don't know how accurate this is. But fans always joke about wanting my bathwater. I was like, this is just such a cool way to give them what they want. So the claim from Squatch is they saved her bathwater from the commercial and then put it into this soap. I can't help but think none of her bathwater is involved whatsoever, and it's fully just a marketing gimmick. But
Genius marketing.
Genius marketing gimmick. This is you give your customers what they want. And honestly, if I go grocery shopping and I see this, I am buying some Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. I don't care who judges me for it. If I'm gonna be gay, I'm gonna spend too much money on soap that smells pretty. It's going to smell like Sydney Sweeney, okay? Or the Jedi or Hogwarts. But does she just slip into and then like?
Do you think they record it?
Do they bottle
just to make
it?
sure?
And
Yeah.
yeah, what's the quality assurance like on that? Can I be one of the quality testers as well? All right, shout out Jay. I hope we answered your question.
You use the soap and you're like, what's that? What's that smell like? Just one of those days. You're just
like an ocean breeze.
Oh, God. Yeah. Hear the seagulls. Rossi equals Reed. Vex equals sure I'll be her beta any day. Sue. Oh, wait. Sue, I'll be her beta. Oh, it is supposed to be Sue, I'll be her. What's happening? Okay, so Rossi is
Fantastic
Richard
Four.
Reeds,
Fantastic.
and then Sue is Vex.
Oh.
And he's running the face. So I think he's saying he's fine with having the dummy mommy.
Vex would be the lead of that team for sure.
And I think this actually came in before Vex flashed us on Price of Reason's frame. And speaking of flashing people, oh man!
Oh,
no!
Why?
Stop
this
it!
on my eyes.
Stop it! I'm gonna have to pull some Sydney Sweeney up just to get over that, and then we'll get back to Rossi saying something presumably horny or thirsty, however you want to think of it. But I don't know what this is from, but this, I like to imagine this is what she's going to look like when she's the princess of Macedonia. Or queen, rather, I guess, of Macedonia. But I'm hoping for princess, so I can be the prince. All right, so we got our eyes cleared. Thanks, Max. Rossi for 5.
Stochastic terrorism is doing the feat during a Sydney Sweeney segment.
Ocular terrorism.
I don't like it.
Rossi for 5. Erwin, how dare you? This isn't a Sasquatch channel. This is a manscape. We can do both. You manscape and then you make it not burn quite so much with the Sydney Sweeney bathwater. Use code Gooch69 for 69% off your order. Hashtag Shame Erwin.
It's a huge discount.
Shout out Rossi.
Very girthy discount.
Very girthy.
And no one put him in charge of marketing. He put himself in charge of marketing, and I appreciate the initiative, Rossi.
I'm just glad Badger's with us. That's all I'm happy about right now.
Yeah, Rossi's in charge of promo codes, and Gatekeeper's in charge of shoutouts.
Erwin is the prince of the cabal stuff. He really is. He's the darling prince. He's the one we all love and cherish and want to protect. But we need to find him a princess.
Gooch was telling me how precious I was earlier.
He really was. He did the thing actually, except instead of saying it about her,
back room.
He was saying it about Erwin.
I'm so popular. Everybody loves me so much.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Non-disclosure agreement. Gooch would never say anything nice about me.
No.
Tomahawk for 10. Oh, Lord. So you're telling me the Gamer Subs doesn't have any lean in their mix? Use code Kirsha for 10% off at checkout. Yeah, so Rossi's not going to be able to get it, sadly.
That cough syrup, baby.
He's... Because like, well, if you're drinking something, you might as well be getting crunk.
Yeah.
Shout out Tomahawk.
Crush up Tylenol 3 with codeine and snort it like a man. Coward.
I have like all the stickers. I'm just waiting on my goddamn Kershaw sticker because like I love that they do merch with, and I will say I got my Stargate. You son of a bitch. This month there wasn't a single sticker that they sent me duplicates on accident except for one. And it was the fucking Rambo one. No other ones did they send me accidentally to, other than Rambo. I feel like I'm getting trolled by the universe. And I'm just waiting on that gigantic ass Kirsha sticker for Hayden, and then I'll finally be able to make my PC all pretty for you all. There's a good chance I'm gonna have more room for stickers, and I was gonna leave it up to chat to fill some more up. You keep that. You remember that one.
Like
All
that
right.
energy.
All right, so get out of here, Cindy. I just say that. Hopefully we hit the $100 goal soon, because we got Sydney Sweeney exercising from the front and the back. And sadly, though, till then, we have more Pedro Pascal trying to do something smart. And the second I saw this, I was like, oh, idiot, turn the rocket the wrong way. Like, who thinks this guy is intelligent enough to be a rocket scientist? I don't. He just looks so stupid. And then it's like a bunch of children. And then he's like, hey, children, look at this rocket engine. And so maybe it's on TV. Yeah, it's Fantastic Science and Mr. Fantastic. So presumably it's like a educational TV show. So presumably all these kids later in life are going to come out and say that Mr. Science touched them in the... Wait, Price... Price, are you on the outside of the spaceship now? Someone bring him in! Get open the airlock!
Someone call a mechanic to get him to...
Whoa. Oh, we're past 10 minutes. We're good.
Did we say how much this is going to make? Did we throw out numbers?
Oh yeah, now that we've said that.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you got to throw...
Come
back.
Question.
Give us a number.
Above or below 500 mil? Will it crack half a bill at least?
Oh, well below. I don't think it's going to be Thunder. I don't think it's going to be Thunderbolts.
Huh? Wait, really?
All right,
Badger, you
kind of has to.
Yeah, right. Price, do you have any thoughts?
I think it'll make $500 million.
Yeah, I say it kind of has to make at least 4 to 5 just from outright. Like, it's the fucking Fantastic Four.
I know, but like Blacked in America, you're like, it says Captain America on it.
Yeah, but everyone look and go, that ain't Captain America. People see this one and they do see 4 people that somewhat resemble the 4 fucking, you know what I don't know.
The thing is that we already saw Captain Falcon, the TV show. We knew exactly where they were heading with it, and you knew exactly what you were going to get. Fantastic Four seems somewhat like a clean slate, because if you like those characters, we haven't had a movie with them in a very long time, and that could somehow get a few people in seats.
People clapped at the end of Thunderbolts when they saw that goddamn ship and the dun, dun,
I know,
dun, and the music started. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was purely seal clap like Memberberry, though. I don't think it was anyone excited to see this version of Fantastic Four as much as Fantastic Four, which I mean is going to get some butts in seats. Superman's going to get some butts in seats just being Superman, but like we've seen with past Superman box offices, it's not always enough. And 500 mil, I don't even know. 500 mil? I'll say around 500 mil. I don't even know.
I say 350 to 400. I think it
350.
Yeah, 350 to 400. It's up against Jurassic Park and it's up against Superman. It's got to make huge numbers.
Thunderbolts is 350. Like I just pulled it up. Thunderbolts is 350.
Yeah. I thought Thunderbolts made 400. My apologies. So I think 350 to 400. Thunderbolts actually had way better trailers and had some better, I think audiences wanted to see that a little bit more because of the characters like the Captain Americas and stuff like that, and Bucky. Fantastic Four, like everyone's saying Fantastic Four, but no one really gives a shit about Fantastic Four in reality.
All right, you want to do a bet? You want to set the the over under at 450 mil? Does that sound fair? Or are you willing to do 400 mil?
I'll go 450.
450? All right. I mean, this will be our final bet to see who's the smartest and who's the tardest.
Well, it's going against 2 big movies.
I'm ready.
Like
I know.
That's like
I'm not confident in my 450 plus, like at all. Yeah. But I'm willing to do it. All right. It's going on the post note. It's official.
I think it's going over 500.
Just like it has to, right? I know my first thought was 500, but I've screwed myself before, and I'm like, I'm making as low as I can get away with.
This smells of like the way we were talking about Minecraft. Who gives a fuck about Minecraft? It's only been around for 20 years. Who gives a fuck? Blah blah. Like, granted, people still play it and it's active, but like Fantastic Four is still talked about. It does still have comics. It does still have like the goats talking about it. Like, man, that kind of all been seal clapping when people clapped at the end for the Fantastic Four. just saw a 4 on the fucking side. You know, like had to be something there.
Like, it has to hit 450,
and it's going to get marketing. You know, it's going to get more marketing and all the other ones. They're I don't know. I could just see it making over 5. Now that's not saying anything. Yeah. That's still a loss.
Oh, yeah, it would still be terribly embarrassing. But my question, though, is if it does do really bad, do you think the media is going to still be simping hard for it? Or do you think this is one of those ones they might turn on? Like, because occasionally we expect them to keep, carrying like the water, but sometimes they don't. You think they will simp even if it fails?
It has Pedro Pascal in it. It's like an automatic simp.
Okay, true. I didn't think of the Pascal factor. All right. Now that we're done talking about Pedro Pascal and Stranger Danger, we just looked at that marketing material, and from the very beginning, I keep saying just get Alex King Ross to do it, and this is what Alex Ross posted today. That nice, classic, everything he does looks like, in this art style, looks like it's from the 50s, and you're doing the retro futurist Fantastic Four set in a futuristic 50s. The perfect artist to do that style, and they say, nah, we're good. All right, sorry, next. I love Alex Ross art. All right, now this one sounds so gay. All right, I thought we were done with Fantastic Fourggots, but we're not.
Well, and to be fair, they were using Alex Ross art to promote Doomsday in that upfront that everyone was talking about. So they are using it. They're just real picky. They use Doom. That's what everyone's talking about. They use the classic Doom with the scar Alex Ross art for that upfront. So
they based the design on him, but they didn't actually use him for marketing?
They used it for when they went to the upfront for like the marketing. That was the image for Doomsday, was the Alex Ross version of Doom.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which
so they know then. They know, and then they're not using
right, which suggests to me
makes
that
it
there's
worse.
Different fucking people, obviously, and they haven't all caught on.
All right, so we like back in the day when actors used to really care about their role and put a lot of research and effort into playing as good a character as they could, particularly for the fans. So, first off, I don't know how much we believe this, but Ralph Ineson says he prepared to play Galactus by driving through the tunnels of Mont Blanc, just imagining that as his windpipe and his trachea. Okay, and then I also went to a lot of tall buildings. So I like the method acting and the research and getting into the character, but Gooch, do you think this is that? So I tried deep throating some hot dogs so I could get in the role. That's when I see this, I deep throated a planet.
Why does he just take the little figurines and make a little city, like a place?
Yeah, do like a Stitch.
Around?
Yeah,
you just walk around, you stare at your figures.
But he's doing this freaking. I wanted to get deep throat by this big tunnel, and
shout out Lady Aaron Dean Comics Dad. While we're glad you could join us exactly at this time, and we're talking about Galactus, guys. I swear we're talking about Galactus. What were you saying, Gooch?
Well, I was saying he was going in and out of that tunnel, like it was
that's okay. So it's not. I see this and I hear that, and I can't but help but think of it a little bit sexual.
I see Galactus, and he looking scared.
Price, do you want your actors to do that sort of research for their roles?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. You'll just vote present on this one? All right, got it. All right, so Badger, we're going to go to your tab here in a moment because we have Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell in a new, what looks like indie movie, a big, bold, beautiful journey. The film follows two people who go on a magical journey by entering doorways that transport them to their pasts. So I see this and I'm just like, is this a new modern version of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind or something? And I can't imagine if you guys will want to go see it, but if this is something that kind of ends up the critics or people like, or there's some word of mouth, I think I might see it because I like pretentious indie stuff. It's also, there's time travel and random doors, which is Suzume and Your Name, the two animes I won't shut up about, story basically combined.
Yeah.
So
do her clothes travel with her, or she has to?
Good question. We've got 11-second teaser trailer. If Badger wants to hit it, we'll see if she ends up naked.
Quinn and Harley Quinn.
I didn't even think about that. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not enough for me to evaluate what's going on in this movie. I have to see more angles, more of her also.
I like
really get a
those
feel.
Actors. So I guess that's enough.
And I really, the Notebook-ish, it seems like they might kind of be going that kind of time travel romance situation.
So
it's like the time traveler's wife meets the lake house or something. But both like kind of dumb movies between you and me.
I'm just curious if
movie.
he went through the tunnel just so like he could get like
You're still
to go through the door. To go through that door. He went to the tunnel and
Yes. Yeah, he's been just practicing walking through doors to get into his role.
Yeah.
Somebody is asking.
Sweet role.
Somebody is asking why Margot Robbie is even a star, and I would say that first of all, she doesn't look bad. I think that's helped her career. I remember seeing her in Wolf of Wall Street and already being very impressed with her.
That was my
Until
first
this
thought.
day, I'm impressed with her.
I was very impressed by her nudity.
Very impressed, yes.
Yeah, it's certain roles she is better at, it seems.
She was excellent in that. What's that skater's name? Forget her name. Where the crowbar to the knee. What's that skater?
Oh,
Tanya Harding.
Tanya Harding.
Yeah. Tanya Harding.
Crowbar to
I
the
am
knee,
Yeah.
Sorry,
Tanya Harding. Like she did a really good job in that. So.
Yeah, she's in a post-apocalyptic thing too with the Chad 2 however the hell you say his name. Yeah, I don't know. She's got things she's good in. They just overplayed her Harley Quinn.
Sounds like I need to Fosse for 5 convince Vex that she needs to be Galactus for Halloween. Wink. I could really help her out. Apparently,
all consuming.
There's like levels of simping, and the "I'll be your herald" is definitely getting towards the top. I will drench myself in silver for you, Rossi. We appreciate the dedication.
A hairy little silver guy.
No, he's gonna have to shave to be more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Shout out, chat. We couldn't be nearly as hinged as we are without you. All right, so this is one I'm not going to make you watch. We got The Home, a new horror film. All right, don't care. From the Purge creator, definitely don't care. Starring Pete Davidson. I suddenly care because I want to see Pete Davidson get tortured. But this is the main reason I managed to still keep this as a tab is Lionsgate hasn't been doing well for a little while now. Yeah. My favorite movie they put out last year, holy Tomac, my favorite movie they put out last year was Borderlands. And so they're doing a horror movie where it's like an old folks home, and then Pete Davidson goes there and finds out that the old people are crazy. They're probably like in a cult. There's also some haunting stuff with creepy old people. So they're leaning into the creepy old people, staring out windows and stuff and being all weird. But then also the people who are running it are crazy. And the end is basically just them trying to put a needle in his eyeball, which is exactly why I hate horror movies. But hey, if I have to watch a horror movie, I would like to see Pete Davidson tortured. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Pete Davidson. I don't know how he became a thing. I don't really like his acting. I don't like his comedy, and he himself.
His dad died in 9/11, and he got and then apparently has a big dick. So you take that and the other
gigantic wiener.
You know what? The only thing I can say is that I am sorry that his father died on 9/11. But aside from that, if I separate that and just look at his overall talent and what I think of him, even if he does have, like you said, a big dick, it still doesn't provide me with any benefit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Gooch has to have a personality as well, not just a giant dick.
Right. I mean, Gooch has a big dick, but
a big personality.
And a big personality.
Allegedly.
What the hell?
Oh, well, Gooch, enough about your dick, all right? We're moving on to the next tab. All right, so here's one that at first I was like, nah, we don't need to cover this, but I watched a little bit more, and I'm like, all right, we get to watch old people solve a murder. But
oh, boy.
Some very talented old people. So let's roll it. This is going to be Netflix coming in here at the end of August.
I swear to God, this place has been used as the X-Mansion before, but...
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
Our latest cold case is from May the 11th, 1973.
So they're filming Mobland together, and then they just stop and make a fucking movie for Netflix? Okay.
That was my thought.
Oh, my God.
this room usually for jigsaws?
Not on a Thursday, no.
And it's kind of like the murder in a building or whatever, where the two olds team up with
We
a youngster.
investigate cold cases.
Everybody gather round!
We're a team.
Kingsley.
All systems go.
And Pierce
Roger
Brosnan.
There's been a murder. An actual murder. Now we've got a real case to solve, isn't it wonderful? Obviously, R.I.P. and all that.
Who are you?
Huh?
I'm sorry, how rude of me. We're the
Wishing.
Thursday Murder Club.
What you
I
thinking?
I bet you they weren't thinking of the success of Mobland when they made this
When they
movie
made that,
because
yeah.
it'll be super confusing. It's not that they look much different on Mobland than they do here.
Yeah. No, that's like I just learned that Negan and Lauren Cohen, basically Jeffrey Dean Morgan, they filmed the Snyder Cut before they ever met on The Walking Dead, and so now everyone goes, they got Negan and blah, blah, blah. It's like no, they did that way before. So this is clearly something that these guys did way
Good
before.
news for you, English. It's on Netflix. So yeah, if this were in theaters, I would not have given a crap. Probably wouldn't have watched it. In August on Netflix, hey, could be one that's good. You know, there's a bunch of old people, like Red and olds.
Kingsley's good.
Good actors. A bunch of olds have gotten together to do some good movies before. I could see it happening. But also, I'm with Lady R&D where, I mean, are they in space? Are they trying, is it interdimensional demons they're fighting? Or will Pierce Brosnan ride any dragons, you know? Hopefully not. All right. So, we love our popcorn buckets. Anyone here going to be seeing Megan 2.0? It looks fucking crazy. I might see it if no one else will.
It's like Terminator, basically.
It looks like not at all like the first Megan. Well, we got Megan 2 coming out, and we love our popcorn buckets. Thoughts on ripping her head apart to get to the popcorn? I kind of like it. Mildly disturbing, though. I think that's the point.
It looks like one of those Russian dolls, like those little
Matryoshka dolls. Yeah. Instead of taking its head out, pulling one out, you go.
You could get that and put Grogu in there. Her head would pop open and Grogu's face would be.
Sadly, it's just Alamo Drafthouse. Otherwise, I would definitely be hiding. So, I actually I talked to an artist today trying to commission some art, and I had to explain what I wanted. So I had to preface it with, "So I might have bought a Grogu," and yeah, I might have had to explain why I wanted a art of me beating him with a spiked baseball bat. But obviously, it's because he's asking for it and fully deserves it. All right, so this next one, we're pulling up Badger again. We got this is from Ivan, messing around with Rough Nut and Tough Nut at Isle of Bark Universal Epic Universe. So this is Ivan, one of our people. This is just his own little interaction with one of these cast members. And from
what do you recommend at Meat Hall? What do you recommend to get at Meat Hall?
Meat? In the name.
Yeah, duh.
Meat Hall.
Oh.
You could probably eat Hall too, but I feel like that wouldn't be good for your teeth.
I mean, the Broncos sometimes eat the rocks.
They do. So, are you part Bronco?
I feel like it's sometimes.
Yeah, you do look a little bit like a Bronco.
Yeah, I feel like it sometimes.
Oh no.
That's great. And they even made fun of him and everything a little bit. Like, yeah, it's good. That's good. They were similar to the characters.
No kids there, just all adults.
Oh, well, it's early. It's like it's all the influencers. So yeah,
it's
I think it's opening sometime soonish though. But yeah, it's gonna be open this summer, and that thing is gonna be absolutely packed.
Disney's gonna lose so much money in their parks.
Speaking of Disney losing so much money, Badger, you can stop thinking about Skyrim for a second. We're talking about Star Wars. I finished it. All right, so they got a bunch of collections. I don't recommend checking out the Star Wars Marvel collections. I would try to find the Star Wars Dark Horse. Start there, and then move to the Marvel ones. But this one, I'd had, and I was like, New Republic, I don't know if I care. So I bought this, and I was like a little concerned I wasn't going to be reading it anytime soonish. But then I actually looked into it, and the first book was Mara Jade. And Mara Jade was fantastic, and it made me very angry because, oh my God, it would have made an amazing TV show.
Yeah, and they say Marvel, but that's just because they're like the omnibus reproductions of it. But they do come from Dark Horse and all the other.
Which one is that?
If they're the Legends
Which one is that?
So this is, well, actually, I'll pull it up on.
I think it's one of the Shadows of the Empire like add-ons.
Yes, and so Mara Jade by the Emperor's Hand, and then there's Shadows of the Empire Evolution, which is what we'll be discussing, and then a couple of others, and then a bunch of the Star Wars tales. So a bunch of super short ones, some of which are really weird, some of which we will be talking about, like Apocalypse Endor, where we get to find out the truth of what really happened on Endor and how did those stormtroopers with all those advanced weapons lose to Ewoks? Because they're a bunch of terrorists, that's why. So I had actually bought
Vietnam.
Let's see, I think I got it in the back. So a bunch of Dark Horse ones appeared, and I bought a bunch. Without realizing that I already owned it, I got this. I think you guys can guess why I purchased it. It wasn't because of them. It was, oh my God, this would have made such an amazing show with Sydney Sweeney literally made for it. So I thought this is another, like I thought Mara Jade just went blonde or something like that. No, it's Guri, the only assassin programmed human replica droid in the galaxy. She's been unexpectedly freed from her previous fealty with the apparent death of Prince Caesar, and is now in search of someone who can clear her memory and allow her to start over with her life. She's an assassin droid who doesn't want to be an assassin droid anymore. And she just lost her master. So she's adrift, and she's trying to get all of her assassin stuff out of her brain so she doesn't have to be an assassin anymore. And did I mention she has gigantic personality as well? So I'm told. You hate strong women. Badger? Did you just...
I went to go get it. Prince Caesar.
Oh, wait. Did his audio change, or am I crazy? Wait, that's Prince Caesar? Yeah, just from muting camera?
Yeah.
Extreme yards, you mute your camera, change your audio source. Yeah, that's Prince Caesar.
Caesar.
Faline, I think is how they pronounce it, and he can release pheromones, and so can the women, that can make you be sexual when you don't want to. So SA wasn't Star Wars, because he sure as hell tried to get at Leia.
So,
Chewbacca.
Gooch, you'll appreciate this. No. Page 4, you already get a booty shot. Page 4. I talk about how important it is to make you like characters immediately. And they made me immediately like this character. Also, a great thing about her is, like, she fights Luke Skywalker and stuff. You got all the member berries in here. She's got a bunch of cool shit. So the bad guy chasing her, the second best bounty hunter in the world, he's basically like a bird dude. And then since he's a bird dude, that means his droid also is a bird dude, and his ship is also a bird. Because if you're an alien bird, that means everything in your society and all your technology also looks like a bird. Obviously.
Well, that works.
And no, obviously I joke, but I also kind of love that logic as well. Also, you can see her underwear through her suit. Look at that. Look, Gooch. That's her underwear, right? Or is that just a fold?
That's my favorite type.
Look, this is... We like strong women when the strong women look like this. It's so simple. Mm-hmm. Also, lots of good story. I was happy with the writing. Lots of female characters. There's another female assassin. There's 2 identical twins who are assassins. It had everything.
All the assassins.
Everything that Disney claims they want. It has it all. And they could have just thrown Sydney Sweeney in and made us all happy. But no, we can't do that. And then I believe it's, literally right on the other page. Women, women, women. All the women you could ever want in a show. Nope, can't have that. Nope. All right, so skip past all that. That was fantastic. The next one, it was about Jabba's, some of his goons. After Jabba gets killed, they're like, oh, well, I'm going to go steal his, escape ship.
This is your underworld right here, basically.
Get rich. Yeah. And it was great. One dude's name is Spike because he's got a bunch of spikes all over his Mad Max armor. It's so simple. That's all we want. There's the 2 main characters. They're bad guys, but they're bad guys with a little bit of moral code to them, which is all we ask for. And then the art was really fantastic. You get a little Muppet slave who they just drag around and do stuff.
Does it say who does the art, or
great.
Is that multiple artists?
I will look for you. I should always look. You ask every time.
I know, because I like to know who. I know.
Killian Plunkett. Wait, it's described as mangler of words, John Wagner. Sharp pencils, Killian Plunkett. Off-color remarks. Letters of reprimand. Yeah, I like when they do silly things like that. Conan. I'll be discussing this tomorrow. Conan, they also like kind of make fun of themselves. Or let's see, what do they call themselves in this? I'll get there eventually. Yeah. Grim Jim Zub, Ravaging Rob De La Torre, Devious Dean White. I like when they have some fun with the credits. I like it.
That's good. That's the throwback to like the 80s
and
when
like,
they were doing that. 70s and 80s, having fun.
Manga. Manga knows how to have fun. In between chapters and whatnot, they always put like fun little things in there to help the creators and the fans actually connect. It's so good. All right, and then we got so Badger. What is this? Tell me.
Dark Trooper. Looks like some form of Dark Trooper.
It is an assassin droid, the like only one of its kind or some such.
Dark Trooper is the third level of robot, so that was like, but
so Dark
I'm not
Trooper
sure what time
counts.
period that is.
Dark Trooper probably counts then. You have passed the test. Yeah.
So you recommend me to buy this book, Star Wars Legends Epic Collection?
Oh well, do you have Dark Empire and Dark Empire 2 yet?
No.
Oh,
read those first.
Do those? Yeah, those are the first ones I read. And
you just buy all the Star Wars.
And I got excited because Badger was very proud of me, and like he immediately was like he's like, this is what actually happens after the trip.
Yes.
They have two of them for like both of them like $12 at my LCSUs. I've thought about buying them just so I could send them to someone who needs to read them. But yeah, you can get them still decent on eBay. But you got to do a little hunting sometimes. All right, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. But
currently re-releasing those because they are aware that they sell.
Yes, and we got the DC and Marvel and the amalgams and such. And then last little bit, this guy popped up at the bookstore today. Got him for $15. It's gone for like 25 or 30. It's the Three Jokers version, which isn't the best version. I prefer that like leather jacket that's super expensive that I know Badger's getting right now.
No.
You getting the same one?
I was getting the unmasked version for you.
Well, because the one it's like $100 to get the one with like the brown leather jacket, like the best version of them.
I made that version from two other figures because as you said, it was too expensive.
And I love, yeah. It's sadly the only thing it comes with, but I mean, that's all he really needs, other than a gun. Yeah, that is the best version.
Yeah, I had to make that. Like,
it's like $120 or something insane.
And all it's missing is the holsters that other. It's still like a 140, but it's a 2-pack.
All right, so Badger, I know you were a fan of the Sci-Fi Channel. Gooch, did you watch any Sci-Fi Channel shows?
Yep.
Ooh, Price, did you watch any Sci-Fi Channel shows?
By the way, before we get out of Star Wars,
I'm trying to think.
Eureka,
was 12
Warehouse
Monkeys.
13?
Was 12 Monkeys considered?
12 Monkeys was on Sci-Fi. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched 12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
I didn't dislike the show. I kind of like 12 Monkeys.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I love the movie, and I actually preferred. They did a time travel show where the ending actually like made logical sense, and they actually wrapped things up, and it was actually good. And it was like 4 seasons or something, and they managed to actually have a good ending to a time travel show. That is like almost impossible to do.
You know, there are moments of like suspension of disbelief on that show for sure, but at least there's sort of a creative thought behind it. It doesn't feel like it's just taking its viewers for granted or insulting them. So I like that, and I like the movie too.
The Lost Room. So any of you out there who are Sci-Fi Channel enjoyers, especially if you were a Warehouse 13 enjoyer, so this is The Lost Room. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was exactly like all those shows we were just talking about. If you like them, you're like, man, I wish there was another one. Oh, I love the Sci-Fi Channel. Well, you're in luck. This is on Plex and Tubi. It's just 3 episodes. IMDb tells you it's 4, but they're a bunch of lying liars. There's 3, and they're all an hour and a half. So essentially, it's a 6-episode like miniseries is how we would think of it now. So you got the main character, this guy, finds a key to a magical motel room, and then his daughter gets lost in the magical motel room. So he has to team up with all the bad guys who have the other magical items to try to get his daughter back. But of course, he has the most powerful artifact, the key. And Elle Fanning was the daughter, so you got the adorable blonde girl. It's just like some man on fire to kidnap or whatever. and teams up with some people I remember from other various, I think, Sci-Fi Channel shows. I was actually quite happy with how many of the actors I recognized. Acting was surprisingly good. Story was exactly what you would expect from Sci-Fi Channel, all of those other shows. It was everything I wanted. Easy to watch. It's on Tubi, so I could actually stream it. Didn't have to steal it. It wasn't exactly an 8.1 out of 10 like the 34,000 people have voted on here, but it was quite good. If you like those shows and you're like, I want more, I need more, I never knew this show existed, The Lost Room. Check it out on Tubi TV. It's a recommend. Shout out to Tomac for having me watch it. All right. Oh, wait. Speaking of, did we... Okay, sorry. I wrote it down, but I forgot to actually address it. Tomac for a Hundi, which needs to be addressed. For sure. Well, if we were going for time travel movies, how about we have you watch The Time Machine 2002, which I think I watched really? Okay. I watched it 2 decades ago, so I don't remember it all. But yeah, I love me some classic sci-fi.
That looks just like Zoe Saldana and is not Zoe Saldana.
Interesting, but hey, I'll take hot, ethnically ambiguous women any day. And Jesus, we're going to play a Tomac clip, and I finally have a Jesus clip to follow it up.
I don't care about oxygen. I need boobies, nothing more.
And we got a weekend coming up on Saturday where we'll be discussing No Guns Live. Was that everything you wanted, Jesus? That's what Jesus asked for.
Nice clip. Nice clip.
Yeah, I just saw like a little bit of it getting that clip, and I'm like, I need to read or watch it soon. Shout out, Jesus. Appreciate you, Tomac. You mad lad. All right, so Hitman, World of Assassination. Any Hitman enjoyers here?
I've downloaded and tried to play that game so many times.
I played the originals like so many times, and there was the one with the Yakuza that I just pissed me off so much. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of stealth games, but I've seen many people play Hitman. My buddy loved Hitman, so I've seen plenty of Hitman. I don't like stealth games and people like me not liking stealth games. So I was like, hey, it's currently free. And this was when they went to like almost like not like a subscription, like a live service-ish model, or similar to like a Telltale's games where they release like the levels separately for like $10 or something like that. So currently you can get the base game and then one of the packs for free, which is apparently the Hitman 3 levels. So for the next like day or two, you can get some free Hitman if you are a Hitman enjoyer. Normally we'd cover that on Saturday, but I think you got today and tomorrow to pick that up for free. Hitman World of Assassination. And I just went ahead and downloaded it because I thought that'd be a good game to play because I hate I hate stealth games. So, all right, Badger. Yeah. The Mad Lads at Fortnite are doing it. I think these are AI pictures. But the word is, and this is from one of the big Fortnite channels that's actually like partnered with Epic Games, Sith Rey is being added to Fortnite. The Last Jedi outfit is also being added as an alternate style. So they're adding Rey Palpatine. Not only do we have Jar Jar, they added Rey Palpatine.
I'm so happy. I can't wait for these characters to be immediately gangbang killed by everyone that sees them. Ganked, as the kids say.
Yeah. Is that a home phone? Price? Do you still own a home phone? I've speculated Price was a little older than I first thought he was. But now I hear a home phone go off.
Ahoy hoy?
50s? Okay. All right.
Next. I thought it was 1989 all over again. I was like, what?
All right. Let me get comments pulled
back. Hello wasn't used as a greeting until the telephone, and it was weird. People used to say ahoy.
And I think we lost something back.
I did play a game.
I did not know that.
I played Leftovers KO, and that fucking pizza slice is a bitch to
Yeah, Price has got like the phone on the wall where you have to take like the your receiver off, but then you still talking to the front of it.
No, the truth is I have a landline that came, I think, automatically with a cable or something. And I never give the number to anybody and never use it. So anytime it's a phone call, 99.9% of the time it's like a robo telemarketer.
Yeah, there's no reason to have home phone. And shout out Tomac, I almost forgot. We earned some Sydney Sweeney from the front and the back. Gooch, you're interested in fitness and exercise? And Sydney Sweeney's butts, there he is.
Go to your room for a second.
All I'm saying is, like, those things look like they're about to smack her in the chin, and man, I would walk into traffic if she ran right past me. She is a public safety hazard. I'm just saying, like, maybe we just stick like a big yellow flag, like, coming out of it or something, or coming out of it or something. All right. Well, you know, we've all driven, and there's like the hot chick on the sidewalk, and we very unsafely had to make sure she wasn't going to walk in front of us. So we were just doing public safety while we stared at her butt, and then we looked back and, oh shit, they're stopping in front of me. Yeah, public safety hazard. No, that's Badger you're thinking of. All right.
How dare
you? All right, so now we looked at Sydney Sweeney. DEI. I really just brought this up for one reason.
Oh my God.
Two reasons, actually. So Hayden, when we ever talk about how we're beating back DEI, Hayden always wants to point out, no, they're just changing the name and they're sneaking under the radar. And then he usually says bridge 10 to 25 times.
Minimum.
But he's not wrong. And a lot of them have been doing that. So this is a journalist going after what the University of North Carolina Assistant Director Janique Sanders, who admitted the school renamed, reorganized, and recalibrated to continue to implement Marxist DEI principles. I also wanted to bring this up because Badger has been calling things moratoriums, and some of them have not been moratoriums. And so I thought I need to make it more clear what I mean by moratorium, and this lovely young lady is absolutely on the moratorium list, whereas Angela Bassett, even if she is Madam President, not on the moratorium list.
Yeah.
So
Also, based on that outfit, ladies, just a little bit of advice from the men here. Hit my shit here before. If your stomach is bigger than your tits, don't wear that outfit. Just saying. If your stomach pushes out farther than your tits, don't wear that outfit. It's a bad outfit.
Well, this is a first. This is a first.
Wait, what's the first?
And I'm all for it. Andrew, we need more takes like that.
Just saying.
Yeah, we're gonna start our own bro science channel here. Yeah,
actually, I'm surprised. Tidbit.
Talking Guccianese will one day be like a
bro science.
Definitely be a manosphere. There we go. I couldn't think of manosphere. Yes, Hayden. Yes, we said the word. But yeah, no, Hayden is right. They're just letting it go under the radar, and we got to keep calling it out. His thought was we'd sit on our butts and then not call it out, but I'm happy to see conservative Twitter still calling it out because we got to, because it's not going to go away easily. All right, we haven't had Mark from Variety asking people how gay things are for a while. And I was kind of wondering why. Yeah, for now. Okay. From the Oscars red carpet to open heart surgery, what Variety's Mark Malkin wants you to know about his life-saving journey by Mark Malkin.
Oh my God.
What Variety's Mark Malkin wants you to know about his life-saving journey by Mark Malcolm.
That's funny.
Write a book.
So this is at the top of Variety.
Yes, this is the gayest. This is the gayest thing I think I've ever seen.
Thank God we didn't lose him.
So basically, he didn't have like a heart attack or whatever. He went in for like a screening, and he had like a problem that like something that could eventually become a problem. So he got some open heart surgery as a like preventative measure.
Nut Bunny and I are simple creatures. Why didn't you just say the gay dude from Variety?
Yeah. Oh, that Mark. Yes. Was it the gayest interview?
He probably had a flutter. He probably had an atrial flutter, or like any. It needed to be corrected.
Flutter.
It was too big. It's some kind of aneurysm or something. Yeah. So this whole thing is about how like. So there are so many pictures of him with his shirt off showing the thing on his heart. There's like, I went through like half of this and I saw 3 of these. So I basically just brought this up to show just like how incredibly narcissistic. Oh yeah.
You reading? Oh
yeah.
It's because his brother died of a heart attack. So he went and got a bunch of testing, and they're like, so preventatively we should do that. So I don't even really care about that part. Yeah, it's aneurysm of sort. It's what killed John Ritter, and then he rent writer and composer. I assumed it was AIDS that killed that guy. Yeah, aortic Oh wait, no, it's an aneurysm.
Aortic root aneurysm. Yeah, okay. Okay, that is quite serious, actually.
You can suck my aortic root, all right?
So I don't even care about any of that.
That's the branch. That's the branch. Takes oxygenated blood from the left ventricle and goes through the body. So that is very, very important. So, and obviously oxygenated blood back to the heart.
So he essentially,
Dr. Gooch.
The whole thing is basically, I'm in Hollywood and I'm in surgery having to lay here for a while. So it's like, what am I going to do? When I come back, what am I going to do? I'm going to write a really long article all about me. And it's literally he's just talking about like heart health. And now he's back. And then he talks about, I'm immediately back. And I did this with this celebrity and this with this celebrity. So it's just like a whole long article about how great he is, essentially. No one cares, Mark from Friday. Go back to asking people how gay everything is. But thank God he's going to be with us asking people how gay things are.
I see you.
I knew what he was doing. He's trying to be Mr. Oh, look, I know medical stuff. I knew what you were doing.
Calendar, like people keep asking for this damn calendar, you guys. Like,
where is it? Where's my Gooch calendar?
Yeah, we expect paramedic Gooch and firefighter Gooch.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll do my own bathwater and sell soap.
Oh my God. It would actually probably sell too. That's the worst part.
Lager.
The ladies would love that.
Cut down. They will. He wear like short shorts and shit. Jean short shorts.
Forget I even said that.
Cut flannel. Yeah. Come on, man.
All right. I'll find a little. Badger, you got anything you want to plug? You guys normally don't have anything on Thursday. You want to talk about Skyrim for a couple more minutes until they start, Badger?
Alduin is a menace. He attacked Skyrim once. He won't do it again.
Gooch, anything you want to plug before I talk about Apocalypse Indoor?
The Aldemiri Dominion will have 100% tariffs on them. This high elf threat will no longer.
Okay. All right. I'm fine. Sorry.
All right, Gooch, that laughter counts as your outro. Price, is there anything you wanted to plug?
Late night. Well, I guess I could say that tomorrow. But late night with Gooch and gang this week. We have Philip Chan with us, and I'll be playing some leftover KO. I might stream it. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go see Karate Kid in an hour.
It's not on sale, Grave.
Let's go. Price, I'm so sorry Gooch interrupted you. Is there anything you would like to plug?
Yeah, I have. Today is Thursday, right? So there's Quantum Leap Revisited at 10 p.m. on my live stream channel, and then the Night Owl at 11:45 p.m. on my live stream channel. Yeah, and then I'm gonna drop my link here to my live stream channel.
Do it. Oh wait, where are you dropping it? There we go. Yes.
Whoever is watching this stream should go subscribe to this channel. It's not my regular channel. I have one for reviews and one for live streams. And most people don't even know that it's two separate channels. So I always urge people to actually subscribe to the live stream one.
And you do videos on the live stream one occasionally as well. And then also, if somehow you guys aren't subscribed to Angry Badger, he's only 997 subscribers away from 10,000.
10,000.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm sure he'll get that soon. And by the way, I posted a video, something that was part of a stream, something that I did with Vex Electronica and my friend Professor R2. And the second I post it, people unsubscribed. Although I don't know why. I thought it was hysterical. I was laughing my ass off, and I guess nobody understands my humor. I thought it was great, by the way.
Motherfucker.
We get you here.
Even though I paid full price because I'm an asshole and I knew it'll go on sale sometime, probably not anytime soon. Skyrim Special Edition is now on sale for $9.99.
Wait, how much did you buy it for?
Full price, $50. Well, it was the anniversary edition, but which is probably just go buy it. Fuck.
Yeah, Gavin has ruined
what
us.
I did.
I can't pay full price for anything. All right, are they going yet, or are we talking a little Apocalypse Indoor?
No, I'm busy hitting myself. Talk indoor. They haven't started.
All right, excellent. Apocalypse Indoor. So it starts in a cantina, and the drunks are basically like, so if things were so great back then why did the Empire get its butt kicked by a bunch of Ewoks? And then a bunch of other people talk some crap, and then Someone says, basically, you don't know what it was like. And at first, the Ewoks, okay, we'll do a very, very, very quick version of this. First, the Ewoks were nice. They even put flowers in their blasters. And then they unleashed on them. And then in the next panel, they started having nooses for them. And then it just straight up goes like Vietnam War. And then, yeah, they're like start losing all their minds because they're banging their drums all night so they can't sleep. Like your urban neighbor on Saturday nights. And then falling into like spike traps and pits and stuff like that. And then eventually it gets to where they want to get captured by the rebellion because they are so afraid of the Ewoks. And it was corny and stupid and kind of on the nose, but I loved it. It was
little
good.
demon bears.
Yeah. And then this on the back, those were the ones from the Jabba one. Like that, man, that gets me more fired up than like anything I've seen from Disney Star Wars. And it doesn't even, other than Jabba, it doesn't even feel all that Star Wars. But the dude with all the spikes on him is named Spike.
Play Battlefront 2 Ewok Hunt, and it puts you in night mode, first-person shooter, where you only have a flashlight, and those little bastards are running around. Yeah.
So and that's a multiplayer like special game mode then? Okay, because I will be doing some Battlefront 2 because I found out there was a campaign. So Badger convinced me I might need to download it. So I was going to do that for a video. If that's really fun, then I might do some Ewok Hunt because that sounds devastatingly frightening. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for some pre-FNT.
Stay Gucci.
Shut up.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Come on.
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
So just want to show you guys what you missed out on for that top goal. I'll save it for tomorrow. Asajj Ventress. She's hot, but is she Sydney Sweeney hot?